Hey lovelies, welcome to the spa, the simplified parenting arena. I'm so excited about this name because, spa signifies a place where you go to, relax, rejuvenate, detox, re-energize, to face your life afresh and on. This is the place where you do all that regarding parenting. You come to find your calm, to come expel all those parenting frustrations, drop it down and re-energize yourself with new strategies to go and face your parenting afresh so you can experience the bliss, the joy, the love of parenting. So you can experience parenting the easy way. So you are my lovelies of the spa. Welcome again to the spa. It's so much like the sound of that. Anyway, my name is Kudirat. I'm the founder of Parenting&More Solutions. I'm a parenting coach and parenting strategist, and I am a kids reading in English specialist. So if you have little ones that do not know how to read or are struggling readers, I'm your go-to person to help you fix all of that. I can get your kids reading at par or even above par in just few weeks. Today, we want to talk about how to start parenting afresh. Now, a little bit backstory so that you know that we are in this together. I am married to a European man, so my husband is Spanish and my children, of course. Despite that, I started parenting the African traditional way. The aggressive parenting one, the yelling, the beating, the punishment, all of those strict discipline was what I started parenting with because I believed that was the only way to raise good children. That was the only way to raise well-behaved, respectful children that can thrive. That's what I know. That's how I was brought up. That was the only thing I saw all around me. So I started like this. However, a few years down the line, I realized how this kind of upbringing I had, the impact of it, the impact that had on me and many other people around me. So I did not want my children to have that. I don't want that for my children. So I turned to gentle parenting. Gentle parenting, it seems like the solution, the perfect solution for me. And I so much love the idea that I begin to share it with everyone around me. But soon, my kids begin to test limits. They will not listen, and I find myself begging and bribing, and sometimes I would even ignore bad behavior just to keep the peace, or perhaps I should say the illusion of peace around the house. And when things got really tough and out of hand, that I feel really frustrated, if the behavior was so bad that it cannot be ignored, or I feel pressured to do something by maybe onlookers or whatever, I'll resort back, I'll fall back into my old habit of yelling and punishing. And then I'll feel bad afterwards because I don't want to do that. I know there should be better ways to do things. I don't want my children to feel or to experience the impact of that. So I'll feel guilty, but then I don't know what else to do. That's when I knew I needed to do better. I needed to invest in learning more. I need to improve my parenting skills. And I did. I've invested in my parenting skills. I gathered knowledge, but even with all of the knowledge, I still struggle in the moment of parenting chaos. I struggle to remember now, what strategy do I use? What do I do? I'm always thinking, am I doing right? Am I doing wrong? What do I do now? Am I saying the correct things? It was so much. In fact, the struggle to implement the strategies correctly was even outweighing the parenting struggles that I was struggling with to begin with. That was when I began to think and plan how to simplify things. And I was able to do that. I was able to simplify parenting that even I couldn't believe that it could be this simple. And then I created a personalized parenting plan that works for me and my family. When I did this, it changes everything. I feel calmer, I became a better parent, and the transformation was so obvious in my parenting that everyone around me could see that. All right, I do no longer need to yell or bribe or threaten or punish my children before they do the things that they're supposed to do. My relationship with my kids is stronger. Their behavior could not be better, and they are thriving just as I always hoped. Now, when people see that, okay, because it was very obvious, and began to ask me, how do you do that? You make parenting look so simple. Why are your children like this? Are you like that? And I began to help people create their own personalized parenting plan, because parenting, there is no one blanket fit all. You have to personalize it to yours to make it work for you, and for you to actually experience that parenting is actually easy. Parenting doesn't have to be hard. I have been helping parents to do this. I'm going to be sharing their amazing transformation with you in subsequently, right? And I'm here to help you do the same. I'm here to help you find simplified parenting strategies that is tailored to your specific, to your unique family. You are unique. Your children are unique. Your husband is unique. Your family is unique. So you're going to learn to create personalized parenting plan for yourself in this community. Okay. So today I want you to know, I want to remind you, I want to encourage you that it is never too late. Okay? I want you to know that it is never too late to turn things around. No matter your child's age, no matter the parenting challenges you're currently facing, no matter the behavior of your children, no matter the situation you are in your parenting, that you think, oh, maybe my kids are too old or whatever, it is not too late to turn things around. And today, we're going to explore how you can reset your parenting approach, build stronger connection with your children, and learn the skills that makes parenting easier and more enjoyable and fulfilling. You've already taken a big step by being here, and I'm excited to help you on this journey. Again, my name is Kujirat Fuster, and I'm so glad you're here today. As a parent coach and strategist, my goal is to simplify parenting for parents just like you, so that you can be more present, connected, and raise well-behaved, thriving kids you'll be proud of with ease, of course. Today, I'm going to help you start parenting afresh with new, simple, effective parenting strategy. Without further ado, let's get started. How many of you feel like you're constantly dealing with one parenting problem or another? From tantrums to disobedience to sibling rivalry to lying and hiding things from you, lack of motivation, and everything in between. Everyone, right? Everyone, almost everyone. I know. I have been there too. So think about this. Your child has a tantrum when they don't get their way. They're screaming, crying, and throwing things, and no matter what you do, nothing seems to calm them down. It feels overwhelming and exhausting. Or you've asked your child to do something like to clean up your room, finish their homework, but they ignore your request completely. You're left feeling frustrated and unsure how to get them to listen. You set a rule that homework has to be done before screen time, but your child either sneaks in screen time when you're not looking or simply ignore the rules altogether. You're feeling frustrated because it seems like they don't respect you. They don't respect the rules around the house. They don't respect your authority. Your kids are constantly bickering, arguing, or even fighting with each other. You feel like you're playing referee all day long, and it's exhausting. You just want them to get along, but it feels impossible. Maybe you've noticed that your child lying or hiding things from you. Perhaps they broke a toy, get into trouble, or had a bad grade. But instead of coming up with it, they are trying to keep it a secret because they are afraid of your reaction. And this secrecy makes you feel disconnected and worried. Or perhaps your child seems unmotivated to do their chores, to do their homework, to do anything that is important, or participate in activities that you think is important to their lives. All right, you're concerned that they're becoming lazy or uninterested, and it's hard to get them excited about anything. Now, if any of this that I've described sounds like you, okay, if you are currently experiencing it or experiencing something similar, I want you to know that you're not alone. I also want you to know that it doesn't have to be this way. you can turn things around. And we're going to look at how to turn things around by first considering the causes of those things. What are the causes of this problem? Okay, we'll start by identifying the causes, and then we'll learn how to put a stop to those things, to those problems, to the causes, right? And then we'll learn how to start parenting afresh. This is the 3 things on our agenda today. So, causes. Tantrums often happen when a child is frustrated or unable to express their emotions in a healthy way. Please, when you're dealing with any parenting situation, what I'm telling you is start looking at the cause. Okay? So, tantrum may be because of this that I've said. It might also be due to a lack of coping skills. They cannot cope. They don't have the skills to do that yet, or they're feeling overwhelmed. Disobedience can happen if your child doesn't feel understood, or they don't understand the expectations of you, the expectation you have of them, or they feel that their needs are not being met, or that their feelings are not being considered. It may also stem from a lack of consistent rule. You are cold today, hot tomorrow. It can result into more disobedience. Sibling rivalry usually or often arises from jealousy or competition for your attention or for resources. It can also be a sign that your children feel insecure about their place in the family. Your child may lie or hide things from you because they fear punishment, or they feel ashamed about the things that they have done. And they might not trust you that you can handle situation or that you will handle situation calmly and constructively. So they tend to hide things from you because they do not want to feel the way your reaction will make them feel. Perhaps you would punish them. They don't want to feel the pain of the punishment. Perhaps you will shame them. They don't want to feel the shame, so they hide things from you. And lack of motivation can result from feeling overwhelmed, okay? Or lacking confidence, or not understanding the value of the task you're asking them to do, like homework. They don't understand the value of it. Or they might even lack the required skills to carry out a specific task you're asking them to do. Like if you ask a child to go do the dishes, they might be reluctant to do it, or they might even ignore doing it altogether because they lack the skills to do it. Or you say, go and read your book or go do your homework. They might not really understand that homework, so they would just want to avoid doing it altogether. Okay? So when you're faced with any parenting situation that is even different from these examples that I've given above and their causes, I want you to please look into the cause of the problem and tackle the root, because that is where you can actually solve the problem. Unfortunately, instead of us, many parents, instead of looking into the cause of that problem, when they are faced with any parenting problems, they are quick to resort to yelling and punishing, and maybe even enforcing stricter rules because they're thinking, hey, me oburu mwetoni, you know. And some people will try to reason with their child, okay, or remind them of the consequences. Hey, you know that I have told you, you know. Some would even reward their kids for good behavior, thinking it will motivate them to do better. That's what I call bribing. Reward, if you use it effectively, it is good, all right? It is good. But if you're rewarding because of the reward, you know, what we know reward for, then that is not good. You would have noticed that despite your efforts with all the things that you're doing, you would have noticed that things are not changing. The disobedience continues, the hiding persists, sibling rivalry continues, and your child doesn't seem to be motivated to do anything. This is because your approach is wrong. Okay? What you are doing about those problems are wrong. And here is some of the reasons why the methods you're using are wrong and are not working as you hope they will. When you yell and spank, yes, your children might snap out and react right away, but then tomorrow you have to do the yelling and spanking again before they get to do that thing that you have just spanked them yesterday for. So one of the reasons that your strategies, your methods are not working as you hoped is, one, you often respond with anger. Two, you are giving into demands of your toddler just to keep them quiet. Especially when you're in public places and you're feeling embarrassed. This can reinforce the behavior that, the tantrum will become more frequent, will be lasting longer, will be louder, will be harder. Okay? The second thing you're doing that is making your efforts not pay off is you're focusing on controlling the behavior rather than addressing the root cause. What is causing the behavior is what you should be looking into tackling. All right? Rather than just the behavior on the surface. All right? The third thing is you're repeating instructions or using threats. Okay? This doesn't address the underlying issues, okay, of understanding or motivation. It will not help your child to understand what they should do right or what they did wrong. It will not motivate your child to know the good behavior, because you're not teaching the good behavior you want to see. You're criticizing and punishing the bad behavior. So the bad behavior will keep coming on because your child doesn't understand and is not motivated to do the right thing. And that, it can actually cause even more resistance. All right? Repeating instruction many times and shouting threats at them. If you don't do that, this would happen. I will take this away from you, and all of that would actually create more resistance, and it doesn't motivate your child to do the right thing. Another thing you're doing that is making you not see results is yelling, punishment, and setting stricter rules, because you think, I'll ruin you, strict to Tony, me will punish you, Tony. The rules are not strict enough. Oh, I'm not yelling enough, or I'm not punishing enough. That's why the bad behavior keeps coming back. So you continue to intensify your pitch of yell. It will be increasing and increasing, and you're still not going to get results. We don't want to do that around here. Okay, we don't want to do that around here. So, all of those yelling and punishment and strict rules are going to create fear, but fear does not lead to genuine understanding of the situation or change. It's not going to get your children to change. They're just going to be wondering, what's wrong with this mommy? What's wrong with this daddy? And bribing and rewards might work temporarily, but they don't foster internal motivation or connection. They're just going to be, your child will become reliant and become dependent to external rewards and external pressure, rather than fostering their own internal motivation to do the right thing, even when you're not there. All right? So it becomes that when you don't threaten them, when you don't offer them bribe, they don't want to do the things that they should do. Your child might be hiding things from you because they're afraid of being punished or being judged. They don't want to feel the shame that will come from your reaction or from your words. Harsh confrontations or constant monitoring can lead to more secrecy and a breakdown in trust between you and your child. So you don't want to go that route. Okay? So when you're doing harsh confrontation, you're doing constant monitoring because you have noticed that your child is hiding from you, and then you're doing, FBI stuff, it's going to actually lead to more secrecy and break down trust. Your child will no longer trust you. All right? So these are the things you're doing wrong that is making the situation become worse or still stay present despite your efforts. And you will say, oh, I have tried everything. By trying everything, you mean you have tried to bribe them. In your mind, you're going the gentle parenting way. You have tried to reward them. In your mind, you're going the gentle parenting way. You have tried to beat them. You're falling back into traditional way. You have tried to yell at them. Again, the aggressive way. And all of that is not working. So you say, I have tried everything. Nothing is working. You have not tried everything. You're still doing things wrong. You need to learn how to do it correctly. So here is what to do. Okay? You have now learned what the problems you are having, some of the problems that I can mention that you might be having. tantrums, disobedience, sibling rivalry, lying and hiding. What other thing? Okay, I cannot remember. I'm sure you're tracking them. Okay, and now you have known the cause. Now you know what you're doing that is not helping you. Now let's talk about what actually works. What you need to do to start your parenting afresh. Now the key is to create an environment where your child feels safe, they feel understood, and they feel supported. And you will see many of your parenting problems will disappear. Poof. You'll be wondering what happened. Okay, here are some practical steps to achieve that. 1, work on the relationship with your children. You achieve this by validating and teach. So you validate their emotions, okay? Validate their emotion and teach your child a healthy way to express their emotions. You guide them towards the appropriate behavior that you want to see. 2, clear communication. Instead of reacting in anger and, gra, 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 gra. Parenting is not an emergency. It is not everything that has to be corrected in the moment. All right? So instead of reacting in anger, take some moment to calm down. Explain your expectations to your child and why they matter. This helps your child understand the bigger picture and more likely to want to meet your expectation. 3, positive reinforcement. I'm not talking about bribing or rewards, okay? But you want to focus on your child, what your child is doing right. You want to celebrate those moments, even if they are little wins. When you see the behavior you want to see in your child when they do it, even if it's very little, amplify it, make it big. All children, I always say this. This is a parenting tool that many parents take for granted. Children, no matter their age, even us that we are calling ourselves parents now, okay, we like to impress our parents. Children like to impress their parents regardless of age. So when your child does something that is good, that you want to see more of it, amplify it. Make them know that you impressed me. Oh my God, you did that? Well done. I love it. All right? They would want to continue to do that because, okay, that impresses mommy. Oh, nice. That impresses daddy. I want to do more of that because they want to see that they are impressing you. This is one underrated parenting tool that you need to begin to use right now as part of your starting your parenting afresh, right? So you want to celebrate those moments, okay? This encourages them to repeat positive behaviors. And more positive behaviors means less negative behaviors. 4 or 5. I'm always forgetting my count. Okay. All right. The next one is build trust. Build a trusting relationship by staying calm and addressing issues constructively. Don't be always quick to condemn your child and what's that English now that I want to use? And label them and, handle issue constructively. All right? Build trust. If you don't know something, say, I don't know. If you are not sure, say, I am not sure. If you know it, be confident to say, yes, I know. Don't let your ego get in the way. If you don't know something, tell your child, I don't know. Build trust. That's how they trust you. When you say something, mean it. When you say we are going in 5 minutes, you get out. Build trust. And encourage honesty. Let your child know that they can come to you without fear. Let your child know that they can trust you. You are honest. Help your child build their own honesty too. Quality time is the next one. Okay, spend quality time with each of your children. Individual quality time with each of your children is going to help strengthen your bond. It's going to help them feel more connected with you, and even you feel more connected to them. And this is going to encourage compliance with no stress from you at all. Okay, encourage teamwork between your children. Okay, do activities that make them want to work together. All right, help them build that sense of teamwork and collaboration. Okay, this is going to encourage them to support each other. We cannot cover everything in this video, so I'm just trying to, chop it, chop. We'll be going into this little by little going forward, right? So just stick around. We'll be addressing it. If you have any questions, you can drop a message on that, and I'll be sure to address them. If you want personalized support, like I cannot wait for this little things to be dropping every week or every other day, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'll be more than happy to help you. Okay, so these are the strategies I have for you to start afresh. So you want to build strong connection with your children. Okay, focus on the root of the matter, not the problem itself. Look at what is causing the problem, okay, and deal with it. All right. If you might be thinking that, oh, this sounds great, but it takes too much time. I don't have the time to implement the strategies. Trust me, these methods are designed to be integrated into your daily routine. Okay, does not require any extra time. If you think about it, they are just things that you just do as your day rolls on. Okay, you don't have to create extra time to do anything for this to happen, except the one-on-one time with your children, which is like even 5 to 15 minutes in a day. It's enough. And this 5 to 15 minutes can be when you're brushing for them, or if your kids are old enough to brush for themselves, you can decide to brush together. When they're dressing up, it might be when you're driving to school or walking to school. Any other time, it doesn't have to be a specific time that you would chunk out. It's just a little time. You can decide to take a walk together and all of that, right? This method, you might also think that this method is too simple to work. Because they're too simple doesn't mean they don't work. Okay, it might seem like the solutions are too basic, but they are based on effective parenting principles, okay, that build lasting change. These very simple but effective strategies I am giving you. If you think that, oh, your child is different, this won't work for them, oh no, different children, I hear this all the time, oh, children are different, this can work on other children but not mine, I tell you. I understand your concern, but the strategies that I just shared with you can work on any children if you apply them correctly. If you have any question on how to apply them correctly, let me know. I'll be so glad to help you. All right. Or if you think that your child is too far gone because maybe they are teenagers now or they are preteen, you think, oh, it's too late to to make positive change in your parenting approach or whatever, is never too late. Even you as a grown-up that you are not a parent now, if you still have a parent, even with you and your parents, it's never too late for them to, still change the parenting approach to have a better bond, a better connection with you. Let alone your children are not as grown as you yet. So no, regardless of your children's age, you can still turn things around. Now, this is the beginning for us, okay? This is the beginning. We're going to be having series, okay? This in the spa, we'll be having series that is titled Parenting is Not Hard. We will be sharing simple. The strategies are so simple that you feel like, oh my goodness, this is ridiculous simple. Can they actually work? But if you implement them, I promise you, testimonies will be rolling all around in the spa. Okay? If you're worried that this approach will make you look lenient, don't worry. Being gentle doesn't mean being lenient. You can still set firm boundaries while being empathetic and supportive to your child. Our very next video is going to talk about what gentle parenting is and what is not. Okay? So that you can get to know and we can get to squash some of the misconception. There is big misconception about gentle parenting. We're going to talk about that so that will bring you some more closure into, oh no, gentle parenting is not about being lenient and looking away from bad behavior, right? That's what I used to do, but now I know better and I'm going to show you how to do that better. Okay, so these strategies that I've shared with you are evidence-based, okay? These approaches are grounded in research and have been proven to create positive, lasting change. The strategies that I shared with you and the ones that I'll be sharing with you subsequently, okay? Build trust and respect. They focus on strengthening the relationship between you and your child, leading to more effective communication and cooperation. See, one secret that I'm going to share with you today is if you have good relationship with your children, they're going to cooperate with you easier. Simple and short. Even you think I'm now, check it. If you respect somebody, if there is your boss or a religious leader or even your parents, if you respect them, if you have good relationship with them, how likely are you to want to do things that please them? How likely are you to want to do the things that they want you to do? Even if they don't tell you do this, but you just think in your head, if I do this, it's going to make my mommy happy. Or if I do this, it's going to make my husband happy. Because you love your husband, because you respect it, because there is a good relationship, in that there is the relationship is ongoing good, you want to do it. That's how it is from parents to your child too. If you have good relationship with them, they want to do the right things because they know it is the right thing and they want to please you. So the strategies that I'm sharing today, that I'll be sharing subsequently, are practical and adaptable. The solutions can be adjusted to fit your unique family needs and circumstances. Like I said, or like I used to say, healthy parenting practice is not one blanket fits all. It has to be tailored to fit your family. Okay, they're focused on building strong foundation and trust and communication, which leads to lasting changes. When your child feels safe, they feel understood, they're more likely to listen to you and follow through on your expectations. These methods might take a bit more time up front, It's not something that you just do today and yes, your children are already listening to you. No. It's not like beating that will just stop the behavior right now and tomorrow you see the behavior again. Okay? These methods will take some time before your children get into the swing of things. Now, the time that I'm talking about is not like it has to take months and months and on, right? Okay, but stick around with me. We're going to be learning how to achieve this and you would understand what I mean. But what I'm saying is it's going to take you retraining your children, okay, so that they would begin to have the sense of starting afresh also, okay? So it will take some time. But if you put in the work, put in the time up front, it's going to save you the time and the energy in the long run, because you'll be addressing the problem from the root, not just addressing the symptoms that you're seeing. When we have a headache, we're quick to take paracetamol, and then the headache will come back. We take paracetamol, the headache will come back. It might be typhoid you're dealing with. It might be some other serious illness you're dealing with. You have to go and look for it. That is why good doctors will not be quick to just give you paracetamol and Panadol. They say go and do tests. They want to know what is it actually so that they can tackle the problem from the root. So not only that your headache will go away, your body pain will go away, your dizziness will go away, your feeling lazy will go away, and the actual problem will go away. Poof, everything is gone. So this is a place where I'm supposed to ask you questions, or you're supposed to ask me questions. I mean to say, give me your questions. What challenges are you facing? And how can I help you find solutions to those problems? But you missed the live, so that session, that part of it is gone now. But you can still write your questions to me, and I will be sure to take them. All right. So this put this into practice and let me know how it goes. To wrap things up, please remember what we have talked about in this video is to remember that parenting doesn't have to be hard, and it is not too late to turn things around with your children. With the right tools and the right mindset, you can start parenting afresh with healthy parenting practices, as mentioned throughout this video. So begin to create a positive, connected relationship with your child, foster trust, and encourage motivation. Again, if you like more clarification or you need more tailored support, or you cannot wait around for me to be delivering these lectures every week, you want to have personalized guidance so that you can begin to see results from day one. If you want to begin to see results from day one, feel free to reach out to me directly, and I will be glad to help you on this journey. It is something that I'm so passionate about. I was at a live on TikTok yesterday, and somehow the talk led to parenting, and I was just patient. Everyone was talking. By the time I started talking, the room was quiet because they got to listen to me. Okay, the room was quiet, and when I finished talking about that, everybody's like, oh, I'm following you now. Oh my goodness, you're so knowledgeable about this. Oh my goodness, I've learned so much today. Oh, we learn every day. Because, some other problem parents are having is they think that there is no manual to parenting. Nothing anybody can teach me. Did our parents go to school before they begin their parenting? But times have changed. It is not that you're not smart. It is not that you're dumb. But parenting, if you don't learn parenting, you cannot do well. It's just like having a business. You just want to start a business because you have some money. You are most likely going to fail. You need to study the business. You need to have a mentor. You need to have somebody that mentors you so that you could do well. Parenting is like that now these days. The times have changed. Okay, the times have changed. If you do not invest in learning more, if you do not invest your time, your resources in doing better, you're going to do wishy-washy. Except that is what you want to, because nobody is going to parent your child for you. Nobody is going to force you to learn healthy parenting practice. Nobody is going to do it for you. I'm going to guide you. I'm not going to force anything on you. I'm going to guide you into do what to do. And it is going to be left for you to carry them out. So, please learn to do better so that you can experience parenting, so that you can begin to parent easier and experience a more rewarding, more joyful parenting. You don't have to be overwhelmed. Parenting is actually not hard if you learn how to do it well. And I'm here to help you. Thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you in the next.